We set up our camps in these magnificent areas. We have Africa with its cultures, the animals, the wildlife, getting into areas where wildlife might not have seen anyone for years, such as the place we're in right now. No one's been here for 25 to 30 years. And we put together what we call the greatest event of their lives.
So we are routing Rovos Rail through Swaziland, across 4 border crossings, just to get people into camp.
You have to be able to take the dream from the client and for them to walk away with the feeling that they've really been taken care of.
The practical aspects of putting up a big facility that can house anything from 60 to 200 guests. Of course, when they're on the ground for up to 21 days with us, they traditionally would turn around and say, has this been done just for us?
I think what Hayward's and their team have created is something iconic. It must be one of the world's greatest safari companies. There's certainly nothing like it in sub-Saharan Africa.
You know, when you go to a 5-star restaurant in the city, people expect certain standards, certain styles of food that you're going to provide. If you come to the bush and you suddenly give them this abundance of food and freshness and variety, it blows their minds. Every dinner, every lunch is themed, so you bring decor, plating, everything per meal.
I love a challenge. I love creating magic for people, for them to walk away with the feeling that they've really been taken care of.
This is probably the most unique site ever in eventing history anywhere in the world.
I don't think there is much in the tourism world as eco-friendly as a Hayward's Grand Safari. I mean, we touch the earth extremely lightly. And when we leave, of course, there's nothing left, not even a matchstick. I mean, everything is returned basically back to the way we found it. Although we are 5-star rated, one of the very few in Africa that's mobile and rated 5-star, that is only because we're looking at guest comfort in a really big way.
So of course, telling a South African that you're going camping instead of going off to Barcelona or Rome as they had been accustomed to, there of course were some doubters and naysayers that the experience couldn't live up to those kind of standards. Well, I can tell you, not a single person has failed to come up to me and say, David, this was an experience of a lifetime.
Each job is worked around the client's specific needs, from the menus to the guiding to what is the experience they actually want to achieve. You know, at the end of the day, the safari always has to bring it back to the individual experience. So although it's a grand safari, it's not the whole group doing everything simultaneously at the same time. Obviously there are group activities, but we still bring it back down to a private safari, right down to the butlers in the tents, looking after the guests.
And I think our guests have certainly been surprised. They thought they were going camping. They are camping, but this is a level above what any of them ever expected.
We want clients that are risk takers and discuss with us their needs for an event that hasn't technically been done before. And we're ready for it. That's exactly what we've done on this safari. And at the end of the day, that's Hayward's Grand Safari Camps.